So the trick isn't to wait. The trick is to make the most out of what you have. Use the traveler's mindset and shoot a really mundane location like it's the most interesting place you have ever seen. If you're anything like me, you see all these photographers online, all these incredible locations with mind-blowing landscapes, and you're thinking, oh, if I only was there, I'd be inspired too. I'd take all these incredible portraits surrounded by these absolutely stunning mountains or glaciers or whatever your dream is. And you probably would. But here's the thing. The trick is to make the most out of what you've already got, regardless of what it is that you have. I get it. It's really difficult to feel inspired when you just want to go to a really cool location, and it's really easy to get blind to what you have. Even more so if you're just longing to go somewhere else. It can feel demotivating. You look around and everything feels uninspiring, right? And the more you dream of being somewhere else, the harder it gets to see the beauty around you. Falling in love with traveling is really easy. New places, new people, new scenery, new adventures. Of course it feels exciting, but I started to wonder, is it really just about the locations? Or is it also the way I become when I travel? You see, when I am traveling, I see things differently. I engage differently. I am different. The adventurous part of me, the curious part of me, it comes out. It wakes up. I explore, I ask questions, I engage. And I don't wait for the perfect conditions. I shoot no matter what, because there is no way I am gonna come home with an empty memory card just because the weather wasn't perfect, right? You go to this really cool place, you have one opportunity. This is your one shot. Of course you're gonna take pictures. Even if the circumstances aren't perfect, you are going to shoot. And you're probably gonna end up having epic pictures. But if you didn't shoot, you wouldn't bring any pictures home, would you? But at home, it's so easy to slip into a routine. Wake up, go to work, the same habits. And the adventurous part of me, well, sometimes she's resting when I'm home. She's hibernating. It's so easy to fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect conditions, waiting for when you have energy, waiting for when you have time. At home, I might say, nah, the light isn't fun. I might wait for next time. Or I might say, well, I can shoot the northern lights tomorrow. I'm a bit tired today. But when I'm traveling, I make the most out of what I have, regardless of what I have. Because I know I won't get a second chance. What if you brought the same curiosity with you, the same traveler's mindset to your everyday life? So I have been traveling for so many years. And when I finally decided to move back home to the area where I was born and raised 15 years later, I decided that I wanted to bring that traveler's mindset with me. Because when I moved back home again, I was like, whoa, now I can see what all the tourists have been talking about. And now I can see and appreciate the beauty of this place. Things I just drew past or walked past or didn't even recognize or notice when I was younger. That's the kind of places that I try to see and use with my camera. Here's a simple trick. Imagine a tourist from the other side of the world. If they would visit your hometown, your place where you live, what would they see? What would they take pictures of? And how would they use the nature and the surroundings that you live in? Because no matter where you live, that will be exotic to someone. The snow in Sweden, it might be super exotic to someone who lives in the desert. Whereas someone who lives in the snow in Sweden, the desert seems so exotic. The forest that you're so sick of seeing, well, someone in a city might die to see a forest like that. They might find it so magical. So what would a traveler see if they came to your hometown, if they were exploring the nature where you live? So here's my challenge to you. Go out today and shoot your hometown as if you were from the other side of the world. Bring your traveler's mindset with you and explore explore, bring out that curiosity, pick one location. Maybe it's one that you have passed 100 times already and you haven't even noticed it. And shoot it like it's the most interesting place in the world. Because to someone, it might actually be that. And to be able to use what you have, regardless of what you have, is actually just as important as to be able to create magic in really epic locations. And it is a way of training your eye. I promise. Next time when you go to that really epic location that you dream of, you will be able to make even more out of the location when you get there. So I'm not saying don't go traveling, I'm saying also take epic pictures when you're at home. So the trick isn't to wait, the trick is to make the most out of what you have, use the traveler's mindset and shoot a really mundane location like it's the most interesting place you have ever seen. If you feel like this video has inspired you, helped you in any way, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I have got a lot more coming on creativity, photography, and mindset. See you then!